Hey guys, Zero here again with another Gundam Monday unboxing. This kit, I pre-ordered this kit from USA Gundam Store, and I guess there was some mix-ups with deliveries to the store, or whatever it was. It took a really long time to get this kit in, and they finally came in, but it is from I want to say it's the HG. This is the HG Universal Century F01 Messer type. This is from the Hathaway's Flash, Gundam Hathaway's Flash story. It's a pretty cool looking. I saw them put out the notice for it, and it had some new design elements in it, so I wanted to check it out. I really like the look of this kit. I really like the look of this suit. So let's get it over to the table. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. All right, sit tight.
Zero's hobbies.
All right, everybody, let us take a look at the ME02R F01 Messer type F01 kit. It's a MAFD, mass production heavy mobile suit. Supposedly it's in the UC series, so it's in the original timeline. Yeah, Universal Century from the Hathaway's Flash movie. So this is a pretty big box, actually. I'm going to show you real quick. Here's a standard high-grade box, and there's a Messer box. So it's literally like almost twice the size, and there's a little bit more on the edge there. You see what I'm saying? So it's pretty big box. For what's in here, let's see if we can get these little ribbons off. All right, let me show you the box. Side panel there. Some cool action poses, and this has some new design in the torso to help it do better ab crunches and stuff, get you in better dynamic poses. Number 223. There's a little bit of story on the suit. There's a way on this side panel here to tell the price, the actual cost that Bandai sets for these kits. I'm sure it's right here, but I got to figure it out. And if I do, if anybody knows, let me know in the comments where that's at. I saw a video years ago about where it was, but I can't remember for the life of me. The kit was about $25 when I pre-ordered it, and right now you can't get this kit for under 50-60 bucks, which is sad. Instructions. We'll take a look at these first. All right. Pretty cool looking kit. It's just a fold out instruction sheet, just like all the other Bandai kits. And on the back, nothing much else. Alright, here we have the B1 sprue. There's a lot of sprues in this kit, so bear with me. Here we have the B2 sprue. Here we have the B3 sprue, which is pretty much a clone of the B1 sprue, or a part of the B1 sprue with a little bit of extra pieces there. Right here we have the A sprue. You can see it's got multiple colors on the sprue. You got the standard yellow, you've got the same pink red, or pinkish red, orange, whatever. I don't even know what color that is, but the color that comes with the armor. you'll see. And then like a dark brown here for some of the parts. Here we have the C1 sprue. Here we have the C2 sprue, which is basically the lower half of the C1 sprue. Here we have the D1 sprue, and I put it on the box because it's so dark you won't see it on the other panel. But here we have the D2 sprue. Here we have the D3 sprue. Alright, here we have the beam effect sprue. Alright, and here finally we have the decal sprue or stickers. Very few. I believe these are the eyes, and then you've got just some color filler. Which, I mean, if it's this small, I could probably just, again, I probably won't use these except for the eyes, because I want to paint this kit. I think it'd look better with a different paint scheme. But there you go, that's what you get. Alright, so there we are with the high-grade Messer type FO1 kit from Hathaway's Flash, which is it was a manga, but it's going to be a movie pretty soon. I want to say it's to come in next year, or in 2021. Should be out. I really, again, I like this kit. I like the way it looked. It had just a very cool look, so I picked it up. I wasn't happy with the whole pre-order process. It took way longer than they said it would, but looking back at it now, I'm thinking, like, for what I paid for it, not a bad deal considering what people are trying to get, what people are trying to charge for this kit now, if they even have it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was a limited run. I don't know if it's just something they weren't sure was going to work, but there you go. I got it. So, all right, let's put this together, get it on the Spinneroonie so you guys can take a look at what it looks like and compare it to some of the other kits I have. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. This is the Messer type FO1 mass production mobile suit from Hathaway's Flash, the new show that's yet to be released. This is the kit pretty much as is, right out of the box, put together. A little bit of cleaning up on some of the sprues, or some of the nubs rather, and there's no panel lining on it yet because I'm definitely gonna repaint this guy. I don't like the whole red and brown. Now that I see it all together, so I'm definitely gonna repaint him. The kit was basic to put together. It wasn't very difficult, but it does have some very annoying issues. A lot of them being with the skirt armor there, that rear skirt armor, the front skirt armor, and the legs. I mean, it's got the articulation in the torso like they claimed in the pre-release stuff, you know, so he can do a pretty serious ab crunch, and his head tilts pretty far forward too, so he can look almost straight down. But aside from that, this model takes a very long time to get in a right position. I mean, and it can't do a lot. Those legs are like giant bricks. They're pretty much as is. Like, you can bend the knees, you know, you can bend that little flap in front of the feet. These rear ones move just a little bit. And there's a very small amount of ankle sway, but nothing, nothing dynamic. I mean, not even a high. The old school no grades like had better articulation than this thing for the lower half. Like, they did some pretty cool stuff with the upper half, but I don't know. They must have forgotten the lower half, or just figured he's going to be on his feet or flying most of the time, so it doesn't really matter. But it's definitely a thing for me. And the box comes with a bunch of extra stuff, and I'll show you guys in a second. And I do like that the saber actually stays in the hand pretty good. It actually clicks in. There's just a small little, you probably can't hear it, but there's a small little click there, and it stays in there. That's pretty good. And it's got the yellow beam saber effect, so that's always a cool thing. Aside from that, yeah, it's definitely something you're gonna want to like build, pose, and leave. Like, this does not lend well to fumbling around. Like I said, that lower torso, anywhere you touch, something's gonna fall off. It's really frustrating. It took me a long time just to get him to get this standy pose. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. All right, there's pretty much everything that it comes with. And as you can see, again, extra chest piece, extra rear upper thruster covers, extra rear skirts, shoulder inserts, more shoulder parts, an extra helmet, almost completely a whole new head. You've got some extra side shoulder armor there, a couple extra little bits, and you've got the sabers and the fists. And I mean, the sabers and the fists is expected. And I also get this little flight stand peg. He's definitely tall. He's a big boy, and he's going to have a lot of shelf presence, especially if you have nothing but high grades. I mean, this is a high grade, so it's 144th scale, so he's pretty big. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to get you my famous Zagok here, and we'll give you a quick comparison. All right, here he is next to the 1/144th scale Zagok. So as you can see, he's pretty big, and the Zagok pretty much stands the same height, if not maybe a millimeter two off of the RX-78-2 of Grandpa Gundam. So he's pretty big. And I'm gonna put him next to a 1/100 scale, and you guys can see what he looks like. Here you go. As you can see, he's like a couple, maybe a ½ inch shy of a 1/100 scale. So he's really big. Now this is not like a master grade. This is a no grade. So this was like when Seed first started putting out kits. I just dug this old kit out. Here again is the Zagok. You can see how tiny he is compared to the Messer. Yeah, so that's my take on the Messer. He's cool looking on the shelf. He's big. Not a lot of surface detail though. I mean, obviously he's a high grade, but whatever. The legs are really difficult, if not impossible to pose. The lower half of the kit itself is just like not to the same standard that the upper half is. And I'm not even going to say the whole upper half. I'm going to say the torso. And that's it. Because everything else is kind of like, like, let's see if I can do this on camera. Let's see, big guy. Lend me your hands. Let's get all the, look at that bend. Oop, there goes his head.
What the fuck?
Yeah, here he is. Looking down. He could literally look at his feet. Like, that's, like, I don't know, maybe one of the first Gundams that can do that. And you'll see here. When you turn him around, you get all that backspace there open. So you bring him back, kind of folds in itself. I do like this, the thrusters. If I can do it. They move. These things move with it. It's pretty cool. But there you go. Hey, buddy. Let's say goodbye. All right. There he is, man. That is the high-grade HGUC Messer FO1 type from Hathaway's Flash. If you haven't gotten it yet and you really want it, I guess go for it, because it's the only bad guy suit from Hathaway's Flash, I guess. Don't quote me on that. But if you can pass them up, if you're not too sure, you can pass them up and get like a Jin or even like a master grade goof for the cost of this kit. You're better off, because the kit is going to be way better than this kit. Just my opinion. I mean, he looks menacing, but that's about it. So there you go. That's my opinion on it. Alright guys, as always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. And you can always check me out on the Valley Gunpla Discord group and Facebook group. I'm usually there trolling around. And also you can check me out in the Tabletop Dungeoneers Discord server. I'm always on there. So if you jump in any of the servers, just tell them Zero sent you. Alright guys, thanks for watching.